The difference between someone living an extraordinary life and someone who chooses mediocrity or average has nothing to do with luck. Most people vaguely want to make more money or vaguely want to have a great love life. But most are either too afraid to change the way they operate drastically, or they don't love and value themselves enough to sacrifice everything they have, time, money, relationships, to guarantee success as their only option. I created my business to serve women who are tired of settling and tired of compromising. If you are anything like me, you tell yourself, I'm a good person. I have played by the rules imposed by society, and now I feel cheated. I feel like I'm not living the life I'm supposed to live, and I know I am meant for something extraordinary. So why should I settle for average when I can have an extraordinary life? I make potions and other spiritual products. I do private spiritual consultations, and I create spiritual courses for women who want to live extraordinary lives using magic and spirituality, because what you call the real world is structured to keep you in a victim position where you cannot have it all. You are programmed to believe that if you have money, you struggle finding a devoted man who claims you and treats you as the love of his life, or you feel empty and struggle to find a purpose. If you have a man, most likely he cannot quite fulfill all of your aspirations. I get asked this question all the time, but can I actually have it all? And my answer might seem naive, but my answer is yes.
Tu es assez loin ou tu es tout près?
Je suis assez loin.
Tu me vois quoi, comment?
Loin.
Ok. Tu vois de la terre en dessous de moi?
Oui.
Bon.
Pas mal.
You can have your dream life, an extraordinary life, while being fulfilled in your soul and free to live your aspirations. By extraordinary, I mean an extraordinary love life, an extraordinary career boost, extraordinary travels, extraordinary encounters, and soul-filled life experiences. I have been doing this for 23 years, and I have met thousands upon thousands of women. Even though the majority wish their life was different, it is hard for them to keep the daily focus without giving up, and they need help creating magic rituals to support their vision. That is why the most successful people who are successful in love, successful in their career, etc., they all have therapists or coaches. That's why you see athletes hiring the most competent sports coaches. That's the only way to get to the top. Stay at the top and guarantee you go to the next level. But you have to want it hard enough, because the majority of people you see on the street never dare dreaming big, and they're okay being average. Okay, now I want you to like, comment, share this video, because so many women need to hear this.
Good evening.
You come to me to be a fulfilled and desired woman, desired by loving, committed men, sexually desired and sexually fulfilled, fulfilled in your purpose, fulfilled in your soul, at peace, joyful, and everything that is at the core of living the greatest life as a woman who uses magic and spirituality. Practicing magic and spirituality means going from victim to being the master of your life. And just know that free advice means zero result. It is the law of sacrifice. You have to put in time, money, resources. Otherwise, the only guarantee you have is that you will stay in the maybe one day I will get lucky. The difference between someone living an extraordinary life and someone who chooses mediocrity or average has nothing to do with luck. As a matter of fact, the ones living their dream lives have sacrificed the most. Success was their obsession because they didn't see themselves as an average person. They felt that they were destined for something great, and every hour of their day was occupied by becoming their dream version. They're the people who dare to be unpopular, disliked, and even criticized by their peers because they are misunderstood. Every hour of their free time is an investment to themselves becoming extraordinary. Just like you, they have curses. Just like you, they carry trauma. Many go to therapy. Many require spiritual interventions and healing. But that is not stopping them from choosing uncompromising fulfillment. So let me give you the secret recipe. If trauma is your problem and you're desperately clinging on the idea that you need to heal in order to move on to the next step, and you do want to stop hurting, easiest thing is to book a private session with me or someone who works both on emotional healing to identify your triggers, to identify your trauma, but also someone who knows how to deal with the spiritual stuff, the heavy stuff like karma and curses. You can also do it yourself by creating daily rituals you stick to, but never miss a day. You have to be obsessed with ending the chapter of trauma to move on to expansion and transformation. Otherwise, you will stay stuck in the hamster wheel. But you have to know that the DIY option will not remove generational ancestral curses, past life karma, self-inflicted karma that you put onto yourself by your own behaviors. All of that stuff, you have to hire someone. If you knew how to do it yourself, you wouldn't be here, right? So before we continue, I want you to stop and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so you don't miss my new uploads. And comment below if you're finally ready to claim your life as the main character of this movie where you're supposed to be beautiful, happy, nourished in your soul, fulfilled with your purpose, and joyful, without feeling like you had to sacrifice your integrity or compromise. In my program, Moaning to Manifest, I have a 30-minute today routine, which is extraordinarily efficient and gets the job done. And it's only 30 minutes. I've also included meditations to heal the chakras where you are holding on to trauma. But again, it's easier to book me, so I can show you how it's really done, and we can tackle on your problems one-on-one. What you need to know though is that wanting to heal your trauma cannot be the reason why you feel stopped from being fulfilled and genuinely loving every part of your life. Yet, most women will find comfort in the programming of self-deprecation and self-sacrifice.
Wow. Ah oui, là, elle flotte. Merci. Waouh.
Ils sont là-bas, le yacht noir ou bleu et gris.
Merci.
Merci. C'est lui qui est fait ça. Oh.
Waouh.
Même moi j'ai pas ça.
When you tell them that they can be free of sorrow by embodying goddess energies like self-love, self-seduction, or self-obsession, they frown. They hold on to self-sacrifice as their dominant vibration, meaning they are attached to their curses and the story of their karma. They are somehow unconsciously turned on by their state of victimhood and continuously blame their story as the cause of their unhappiness. At the end of the day, it is a choice only you can make. The sacrifice is being willing to leave the old you behind and pay the price of time and money while secretly crafting the new version of yourself. I'll end the video here. I've included links to my potions and my other products in the description box. And I hope this video was the slap in the face you needed to finally take action and change the trajectory of your life. Stop making up excuses. I love you and I see you in my next video. Bye. Yoga Bayankari Sakala Stavara